Bazaar ultra runner, and I'm here in beautiful Kathmandu. Okay, so the route was from Namche Bazaar up to Everest Base Camp and back again, which is a little over 69 kilometers at decently high altitude with quite a bit of climbing. I think it ended up being like 3,500 meters of climbing. I think it normally takes people about 12 to 15 days to do that route. My goal going into it was to finish the route in time to get back to the pizza place in Namche Bazaar before it closed at 10 p.m. to be able to have some pizza and a beer. So that would have been about 20 hours, I think.
Skittles, we got some caffeinated goo splits with our like supposed hopeful distances and supposed hopeful times based on the other times that we've done.
Well, I was nervous and excited. You know, it's something that I've never gone for. I've never gone for that distance before. I think Killy took about 18 hours. So it was within a time frame that I had done before, but definitely not a distance and not that much climbing. So woke up at like 2 for my requisite hour of pee-pawing around. I don't know what I do that takes me so long to get out of the house, especially when I'm like sleeping in the clothes that I'm going to be wearing the next day. After that, we walked out to the big, beautiful Buddha Bell and like carved rock at the top, and that's where we started the route. Then from there, it was like relatively smooth, kind of rolling terrain with to a little river crossing, and then climb back up towards the monastery. And like as we were coming up the hill towards the monastery, we got first light, and it was just like being surrounded by all these really beautiful snow-capped mountains with like stars and stuff, and that was really dreamy and beautiful. And then the sun was actually kind of hitting the mountains behind us, so like another small town that was kind of like a false flat going up nice and slow. And there were a bunch of yaks, like a lot of yaks in the field there. The last little bit from Lobache to EBC was a little bit more technical than I anticipated, but we got through it, and I touched the rock for EBC, and that was so great. And after that, I had this like big burst of energy on the way down. Once we like crossed the moraine, it just like the sky kept getting darker and darker and darker, and the wind started picking up, and it was just like icy cold right in my face. I could like feel my boogers in my nose freezing. And I think we kind of had this moment where like neither one of us really wanted to acknowledge that the weather was getting shitty, like, or have the conversation of like, should we stop, should we not stop, should we just ignore it? And we ignored it. A big layer of fog that like settled in on us, and like the last, I don't know, probably 5 or 10K, it was like I couldn't even really see Tyler, and he was just a few feet in front of me, and we couldn't really see the trail, so I think that slowed us down quite a bit. But we did make it back in time to have pizza and beer, and we made it back like a whole almost 2 hours before I had anticipated getting back, which was really awesome. So the uphill time was 8:39, and the round trip time was 17:09. Well, one of the high points was definitely the dogs. We had our escort of 9 dogs through that one town, and then there was this other, and then just, you know, the scenery is there. I need to expand my vocabulary of superlatives in order to adequately describe the scenery. It just felt like every turn was just a wow. A low point, it was more like a learning point. You know, like emotionally it was pretty hard, and you know, Tyler warned me that like there were going to be some hard moments both physically and emotionally, and I was just kind of blew it off like, yeah, whatever. And then it happened, and you know, I got through it and was able to keep going. I have learned so much about my body and my limitations, and when to push and when to not push, and like pacing myself has been really important. Learning about nutrition has been really important. I've been really lucky to have the guidance of this amazing dietitian who works with Chaski Endurance Collective, Carolyn Stoker. She's been giving me a lot of advice, and Gnarly has been super great. Being able to use their stuff for fuel has been really helpful. My really big takeaway is that I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not getting paid to do this. I don't have anything riding on this. It's just something that like has been interesting and exciting, and I've been given the opportunity to do these things and have decided to try and do them, and have just been like really surprised at what my body is capable of tolerating and what it's like to allow myself to have time to recover. And you know, our bodies are just so incredible. Be an average person and be able to accomplish amazing things makes me feel really excited, and you know, I want to share that, and I want other people to be able to have the same experiences that I've had.
Watcha! We have crossed.